for classic matches just like the World Cup videos, why not go to patreon.com/drunkredhead. Hello and welcome once again to another edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live, where we bring you all the things that Drunk Redhead loves: football, wrestling, games, music, and then I chat shit about them. Yay! Now I've got my hashtag fuckton notes in a smaller book, but I've got 2 pages this time. And I'm just coming off a week off, so I'm not used to stuff anymore. So while I prepare properly, I'm going to let you just enjoy a bit of music. How about that? This is Revenge Killed Mary Jane with It's War Out There Kinda Live at Monty's Show Bar Grill, possibly in January 2016. See you in a bit.
I can still see your face, broken smiles that I wish that we never met. Don't deny it, it's time to leave this place. Torn inside, I'll wash my hands up there. Like a knife, like a knife, run away. To the light, and run away. With the light, let the flame, run away. To the top, and run away. Back to the place where it started, never to speak again. It's only tight and laughing till the end. Don't inside and I'll wash my hands through. Like a knife, like a chain, I'll run away. We'll run away. Like a dog, run away. The Preditions, swallow them, run away.
Thank you. As previously stated, that was Revenge Killed Mary Jane with It's War Out There Kinda Live at Monty's Show Bar Grill in January 2016. And if you like that, you can check them out over on Facebook, facebook.com/Revenge Killed Mary Jane. Of course, there will be a link in the description below as always. There's only one place to start in this edition because this weekend was the return of the Premier League. Yes, football's back properly now every weekend. Yes, I've missed you. It's been a long 3 months. And despite there being numerous stupidly priced transfers going on over the summer, including, yes, Neymar did actually go for 200 million to PSG, it's still... oh, I still couldn't wait for the season to start. And we were spoilt on the first couple of games, with Arsenal winning 4-3 against Leicester on Friday night in a goal fest, and another goal fest when Liverpool played Watford on Saturday afternoon. It was just great. And then you got Chelsea losing on the opening game. That you can't beat that. Admittedly, United still won and City still won, but it's fine because football's back. Yay. And because football's back, I feel I should give some predictions for the season ahead, just like I did last time. So I shall start with the Championship. I think Wolves are going to win it. They've bought really well. Like, literally, they bought Porto's captain. That's a pretty decent buy for Wolves. And stuff like that, Second, Middlesbrough, because one Premier League team always comes back up. And in the playoffs, I'm going with Leeds, Hull, Nottingham Forest and Sheffield Wednesday. Admittedly, I put 2 of those in there last year and only one of them made it. Nottingham Forest was the other one I put in there. Sheffield Wednesday was one. And Sheffield Wednesday lost in the semis. Nottingham Forest did shit all season. Ah well, let's see how I do this year. So, the Premier League. Who do I think is going to win it this time? I'm going to go with the same team I thought was going to win it last year. And hopefully this time they will. Manchester City. They've bought quite a lot of players and, it's about time they won it again. Second, I'm going for Chelsea. Third, Manchester United. Fourth, I'm not going to go with Liverpool making the Champions League this time. I'm going to go with Spurs for fourth. Then Liverpool, although hopefully Liverpool will make the Champions League next week instead, because they've got a qualifier against Hoffenheim. Fingers crossed. Sixth place, I'm going with Everton, and I think Arsenal will drop to 7th. Relegated? Let's see. I've got Watford, Swansea, and Huddersfield. Watford and Huddersfield I'm fairly confident on. Swansea, that's a gamble, but I think they can truly be shit this season and go down. Just a couple more things to predict. FA Cup, I'm going with Man City. That's right, I'm going to go for them to win the double, which they've never done before. And the League Cup, I'm going to go with Spurs. If you're going to play at Wembley all season, you might as well win a final there, eh? And the Champions League, finally, I'm going to go with Paris Saint-Germain. They've gone all out and bought Neymar. Let's see if they can go out and win the Champions League for the first time. One more note about football before I change the subject. David Silva's hair. Where's it gone? He looks weird. Oh, dear. On to wrestling, and, well, a pay-per-view was a couple of weeks ago. Now, it's been a while, but I still remember it, kinda. Battleground happened for SmackDown, and, well, it was a bit iffy. It was decent-ish in places. There was one absolute standout match. The New Day versus the Usos in the opening match, which was just awesome. There was a spot in there where Xavier Woods literally had his head kicked in. I thought he was knocked out for sure, but he kicked out and finished the match, and it was awesome. So I'd recommend watching that match and then fast forwarding through some of it possibly. The main event, the Punjabi Prison match between Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton, was probably about as what was expected. It was the best Punjabi Prison match ever, yes. It did drag in places, and it was a bit weird with the new rules about lifting the thing, and you had 30 seconds to get out. I don't remember that from the other ones, but then again, they were 10 years ago. I can't remember any of that. Oh, blimey. Could always catch up on the network, but that would mean actually watching them, and I don't want to do that. But Jinder Mahal did win, with help from the great Khali, who hasn't been seen since. But that means I got my prediction correct. Haha! The streak is back! Coming up next in WWE's pay-per-view schedule is one of the big four, and it's been a good while since the last one. We've had a nice big gap. I've been able to catch up on things. But it's Summerslam! Yes, one of the big fours, where the rosters converge for one big card. And it's looking pretty decent, despite the fact that it's going to be 4 hours long and take forever to watch. It's fine, I watch it on the network. Don't watch it live, I can get through it throughout a week. But the stuff to look forward to: Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title, Brock Lesnar v Braun Strowman v Roman Reigns v Samoa Joe. It doesn't matter that Roman Reigns isn't there, he can have a good match occasionally, as AJ Styles proved last year. You know, he's just got to, have the right opponent. There's a nice group of opponents there, so he doesn't have to do half the work. It should be decent. Plus, Brock Lesnar, he said he's going to leave if he loses, and the rumours of the whole UFC return coming. Could we finally see Samoa Joe win the title? Whoa, that'll be amazing to see Samoa Joe win the WWE title, or a WWE title, not the WWE title. Of course, that's just me being a fanboy. He might not. Braun might take it, or they might even give it to Roman. Let's hope not, eh? Also to look forward to on the SummerSlam card, of course, there's the Cruiserweight title, Neville versus Akira Tozawa, which has all the makings of being match of the night, but also has all the makings of being relegated to the pre-show, because they're small people and Vince likes big people. Also, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens with special guest referee Shane McMahon. They rarely have a bad match. They may occasionally have a bad ending, such as at Battleground, but I reckon they'll go all out for this one because it's SummerSlam. It's one of the big four. And a New Day Usos rematch. That one's, well, if it's as good as the one at Battleground, it's going to be great. Yeah. Also to look forward to is Finn Balor possibly coming back as the Demon against Bray Wyatt, because all the signs are kind of leading there, and he hasn't done it for a year, so why the fuck not? And Shinsuke Nakamura might actually win the WWE title from Jinder Mahal, and if that happens and then Samoa Joe wins, I'm going to be proper fanboying it everywhere. It's going to be great. On a side note, go check out the #1 contenders match for the WWE title between Shinsuke Nakamura and John Cena. It was great, and John Cena is actually superhuman for landing on his neck like that. Go check it out. Do it. Now that's enough WWE. How about you sit down and watch a bit of old school new extreme wrestling. My old backyard fed from back in the day. Here's a match from new and exclusive XL from the spring of 2004. It's the Widowmaker Dim Van Dam against Mokujin. For the metalheads out there, you may have noticed there was an absolute tune belting in the background of that backyard wrestling match. It was Envig, Holmgang, taken from their album War Machine. And you can check out the Swedish metalers for yourself over on their Facebook page, facebook.com/Envig Sweden. A few people too lazy to type it out. Of course, there'll be a link in the description below. Games-wise, there's only really been one game I've been playing constantly for the past few weeks. One that was free with Games with Gold, Slime Rancher. It's fucking addictive and fun as well. I did want to use it for 5 great things for this edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live, but every time I tried, I just end up playing the game for hours, and while it's good, it's bad. It's bad but good. It's great. I've also played another Games with Gold game that I got. It was Grow Up, where you play a robot and you climb trees and try and get as high as you can. It's weird, but it's peaceful and lovely, and quite fun. The Drunk Redhead World Cup has been moving along speedily, We're at the end of match day 2 overall now, although if you're watching this on the channel you may probably only be up to the women's match day 2 because I haven't uploaded any of the others yet. But don't you worry, I'm 8 matches ahead, and there's lots of goals to come, lots of great matches to come, bar one's a bit shit, but I'm not going to tell you which one, so you'll have to watch them all. But yeah, there's plenty of goals, and if you want to keep up to date with what's happened so far, go head over to the dedicated subreddit for the Drunk Redhead World Cup 2017, set up by Patrick Nelson. It's got all the facts and figures you need, and it's pretty damn impressive. Other fronts with Drunk Redhead, ours is the Drunk Redhead Summer. That's still going, kinda. The Mortal Kombat tournament's finished. Me versus Sasojita, we were the only people to enter. He spanked me 7-0 in a best of 7 series. Was not fun. Well, it was fun, but it was more embarrassing on my end. He absolutely spanked me with Scorpion, with 7 different other people. I was 7 people. He was Scorpion every time, and he destroyed me. The other competitions, they're not quite finished just yet. They're not quite started just yet. Got to contact some of the other players and get that sorted. And hopefully we'll have some more news for you soon, and we can upload all the action that I can get and have a story of the summer a little later on. 5 great things I did in the Xbox this week now, and well, it's not Slime Rancher because I couldn't physically stop playing it to do something about it, and I'm not going to give you more Drunk Redhead World Cup for the time being, especially as the FIFA demo is going to be out soon, I imagine, and I imagine I'm going to do something with that. But there's another demo that's come out now, and it's the NBA Live 18 demo. Here are 5 great baskets. I think that's what you call them. I'm definitely not cool enough to know. Yeah, 5 great baskets from a random match I played on the demo between Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Enjoy!
Smith. The shot clock down at 12 seconds remaining. To the rim. Puts it in off the glass on a nice feed from Tristan Thompson.
That's really good body control and a great finish.
Sends it to the corner. Excellent ball movement around the perimeter. Unable to convert the 3. Puts it home with a slam.
To start the break, you got to rebound the ball. Here, secured the ball, got it up the floor quick.
To Love. Sends it to the corner. Backing his way down in the post. Slams it home for 2.
Raise your hand if you've seen this story over and over again tonight. Dribble penetration, allowing the ball right at the basket.
3. Curry the rebound. Durant with the highlight reel slam.
Hey, you're down in the first half, just play your game. Here, taking advantage of a seam in transition to get at the basket and finish a play. This is the way you work your way from a small deficit into a lead.
Curls in, adjusts. Can't connect from close range.
That's the story of the night right there. Time and again being denied at the basket.
James for 2, puts it up. He rattles it in. And here's the replay with another look at that great finish at the rim.
Okay, time for me to recommend you something that you may not have heard before, that you may love, and for this edition, I'm telling you to go check out Torrefy, the Infinity Complex. Released just under a year ago, the Infinity Complex is a fantastic bit of thrash from the Canadian metalers. Each track is full of metally goodness, and some choice cuts from it include the title track, Blinding the Beholder, and Celestial Warfare. Plus, on top of that, there's also a track, Hypochondria, I think that's how you pronounce it, my apologies if it's wrong. It sounds like a death rock track from Metalocalypse, which literally cannot be bad. And if you want to go check it out, you can go download it from the Bandcamp for a sensible price. And to get links to that, you just head over to their Facebook page, facebook.com/Torrefy. Link, of course, will be in the description below. as always, yet again we are done for another edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live. But don't you worry, you can keep up to date with us by heading over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Drunk Redhead. And if you want to help us out, help support the cause, give us a bit of money, you can, patreon.com/Drunk Redhead. And if you do that, you can gain access to some additional videos, classic football matches done in the same style as the World Cup videos, if that's your bag. If that's not your bag and you just like t-shirts, you can get that too, drunkheadhead.dizzyjam.com. I'm not saying they're the best t-shirts, but they're t-shirts, and you can wear them. Yay! As I said, we're done for another edition of Drunk Redhead Kinda Live, but the music is not. We're going to give you a little bit more. It's Non-Servium with Hidden Realms, Kinda Live at the Scream Lounge in Croydon in November 2016. Credit for the video to NJ Bagpipe. A link to their YouTube page will be in the description below, and a link to Non-Servium's Facebook page will also be in the description below. It's facebook.com/NonServiumUK. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!